Welcome back to Valiant Liege. It's a beautiful morning. I think it says temperature-wise, I think it's in the teens, but feels about 8 degrees. I just started on the trail here. Actually, paused to take my morning Instagram shot, which I usually take on this bridge that I'm currently standing on, and try to catch the early morning sunrise. Right now, the sun, if you kind of see over the trees there, starting to rise in the east. But I come out here, take my morning shot. Go check it out on my Instagram at Valiant Liege, and you can, if you go to my highlights, I have it's called Seasons, and if you go there, you'll be able to see. It's kind of like a time lapse, but not. But it's just all the different shots in the last, I would say, almost year from this spot, and you can see just nature and all its beauty and the cycles, the cycle of life in a sense, from fall to spring. No, wait, from fall to winter to spring to summer. It's pretty cool. I love coming out here because every morning is it's a different morning. It's a different sky. Today it's a little overcast. The sun's trying to poke through over these clouds. Whether they're real clouds, artificial clouds, I don't know. But yesterday was just a beautiful blue day, and today we get a gray day. Hopefully the sun will conquer and break through these clouds. So we're gonna keep walking here. This is the frozen pond. I was thinking of maybe trying to cross it. I mean, like I said, it should be pretty frozen. I don't recommend this to anybody. Make sure if you do, you are on frozen water, make sure that it's fully frozen. Like I said, it's been about yesterday. I think it was 10 degrees. It's been below freezing pretty much. Maybe we'll stick close to the shoreline here. Whoa, we're upside down. What's going on? How are we upside down? I have no idea. I swear I'm not upside down right now. There we go. So you can see, there you go, this east is behind me. I'm currently heading west. See if I can flip the camera. I think this is the best. Oh, the wind's coming in, picking up. See, the wind's coming in out of the. See, out of the west. Maybe slight southwest breeze. So yeah, we're on the trail. Yeah, that wind's a little brisk. There's some animal tracks. You guys see? Right here. Looks like it came from the opposite side of the pond here. I usually start on that side of the trail, but like I said, I was hoping this morning when I work my way around to be able to see the sunrise. So currently it's at my back, but when I head that way, I'm hoping to catch it. Trying to decide where I want to go. Where do I want to? Do I want to go straight across? Do I want to head to that peninsula? Definitely want to get. Definitely want to get out of this wind. That is for sure. Definitely want to get out of the wind. Maybe we'll follow this animal trail. following these footprints. I've never been in this spot where I'm at right now. I mean, usually I can. It's water. Well, you guys see behind me that beautiful sky? But I've never been over here. And right here, there's, see this tree? I saw, it's actually used as a perch for a lot of different birds. But one of the most beautiful bird I saw was a red-tailed hawk. It was a red-tailed hawk perched, and it was watching a school of ducks. I think it was scoping out its meal. Keep walking. We'll keep walking. We'll keep walking. We'll keep walking. I've seen herons on there as well. All different, like I said, different kind of animals will use it as to perch on, but that red-tailed hawk was awesome. I call him Brother Hawk, Brother Red Hawk, and it's just beautiful. I'll see him out here from time to time. I love it when I see him. So we're heading over here, following the tracks. And I just actually want to start off this video. It's going to be a little different today. I saw something this morning that really almost brought a tear to my eye. I can feel we made it. Back there, if you can see, that's the bridge where we started at. To the pond. But it really just, it touched my heart because I could feel the emotions and the solidarity. And this shout out goes out to all the Canadian truckers. I love what you guys are doing. Like I said, it almost brought a tear to my eye seeing the solidarity, seeing the people come together, showing that together the people can conquer. The people can come together against a tyrannical government. And if you aren't aware, here in North America, due to the cerveza sickness, I believe this Saturday they will be closing the borders to unvaccinated truck drivers from Canada and Mexico. And what people don't realize is how significant that is and how detrimental it will be to the supply chain. We are already seeing, the supply chains being worn out. Prices rising on certain consumer goods, on gasoline, on food. Word on the street is that there might be a potential egg shortage. One thing that I would recommend is, I actually quite enjoyed it. I know it's gonna sound weird, but it's called Liquid Egg Product. It's basically eggs in a carton, and I bought some last year to see if it was any good, and I actually did enjoy it. And I was able to freeze one of the cartridges, so I might pick up a couple, freeze them, and bring them out as needed. But if there's that's besides the trucker situation, but from what I'd heard, there was a lot of chickens that were being taken out of commission due to some type of avian cerveza sickness. But shout out to the truck drivers. I'm 100% in support of what you are doing. taking a stand like that. Like I said, it made me somewhat emotional this morning when I think I was on I don't know, it was on the Instagrams. I saw, the videos of the truck drivers, the convoys heading to Ottawa, the people out there supporting them, the people wanting and demanding their freedom against these totalitarian mandates. Um, and yeah, it's like the movie Ants. There's more of us than there are of them, those mean evil grasshoppers. And once the people wake up to realize that, they'll be able to seize back control and seize back that power that they have slowly been giving away to these basically just, I don't know what to call them. Trying to keep it PG, trying to keep it PG. These talking heads, these just acolytes of darkness that don't have the interest of the people at heart. You see it here in America, you see it in different parts of the world when they try to implement, these mandates, these backwards laws, that it actually turns around and fails miserably. I don't know if you guys can see a crow flying right overhead. I believe that's a crow. Looks like a crow. And like I said, yeah, I 100% support that. If you aren't aware, look into it. Don't get too caught up into it, but know that there's good people out there trying to make a difference in this world, trying to stand up for their freedoms, for their children's freedoms. And I observe, I watch, I try to do my part in the tiniest way that I can. But yeah, more power to them. Here, in the U.S., I hope we support them. I hope we realize, the significance of a trucker shortage and the effect it will have on everyone's lives. We've become a society of complacency. We've become a society of comfort. We have become a society that all they know is to go to the store and buy whatever they need. Well, if there's no truck drivers delivering, guess what? Those needs, those wants aren't going to be in the stores. So we need to support these people. We need to support the truck driving industry. We need to support the people that are trying to put an end to all this idiocracy. That's a great movie, by the way. If you want to see what I sometimes now call a documentary, it's Idiocracy. It was so outlandish back then, but when you watch it now, you're like, holy cow, we're living in it almost, or are. But that's just kind of what. But Tlingy, what's up, man? Where am I at? I am in North America. I am in the Midwest. I am in the state of Illinois, in the United States of America. Where are you at, bro? How you living in your neck of the woods? I don't know what this is in Celsius if you're not in America. It's about 8 degrees. There's that crazy formula. I always talk about it, but I haven't memorized it yet. I'm slacking on that. But again, much love and support to the truck drivers, and we will get through this. Like I said, the pendulum was swinging to just like all-time batshit level craziness, and the pendulum will eventually swing back to the side of light, of good, of normalcy. That's what you want to call it. So I look forward to that. I try to keep myself mentally, spiritually, physically sound to be able to get through what may come down the pipeline. And part of that is coming out here on these walks and enjoying nature and experiencing all of this. This nature is unconquerable. Humans think, we think that we have this almighty power, but no, I disagree. The almighty power comes from the Most High. the I am, the creator of all of this. Can you guys see the sun's trying to... I'm gonna flip the camera so you guys can see better. Gotta put my glove on real quick. Beautiful sunrise. If you can, if you're able to, go get yourself some little, what are they, little chicks. Get yourself some chicks, build yourself a little chicken coop, and I think you'll be good. And if you don't have the capabilities to do that, like I said, look into the eggs, the liquid egg product. Like I said, might come in handy, long run. We've seen, the run on wood, for example. We've seen, gas prices go up. So everything's going to go incrementally up. Beef, that's gone up. So, I would say eggs, milk, all those things they're going to go up as well. And so, yeah, just be observant of that and try to set yourself up for success. Get yourself a pantry. Every time you go to the store, pick up a little canned food and just stock it in your pantry. Get yourself some pasta. Get yourself some flour. Get yourself some sugar. I'm not saying hoard, but be mindful and be prepared with a little bit of food storage. And as you go through, you'll build this nice little pantry that will help you and potentially others. Your neighbors, your family, your friends. You never know. But I'm gonna. Where do I want to go next? I think I'm gonna put the camera down real quick and let you enjoy a little bit of this sunrise. So if you guys don't mind, I think I'm going to read a scripture I usually like to start with in the morning. All right, it is all right. There we go. It is the Gospel according to John. I can kind of see a bit of the sun right now. Hard to tell on the camera, but I can see it kind of poking through. But anyways, chapter 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Think on that. Think on that. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehend it not. Think on that as well. There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believed on his name. Think on that. Which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Hallelujah. And just want to send a prayer out to all those truck drivers, that the Lord be with them, give them strength, perseverance, that he just help all of us, but just give strength to those truck drivers, and to for them to continue to fight for their God-given rights. There is no government in the world that can mandate or make you live a certain way that goes against your moral principles and your values. Our laws, our citizenship for those that are believers of Christ and of the Heavenly Father comes from God. My citizenship is of the Kingdom of Zion, and that's where we should look to for how we live our lives and how our lives are mandated and the commandments. So, a lot of just love out to those guys, and may God bless them. So I'm gonna put this down real quick, and we'll continue here on the trail. So peaceful out here. So quiet. Sometimes I just like to take it all in. We have a crow chirping in, or cawing in. I'm going to flip the camera, not because I want to make it about me, but because as we walk, I want you guys to see the sun rising. So, for a split second I thought I saw a deer. This is where I like to come in the, I'm here now, so I enjoy coming here, but in the spring and summertime, I love this for a bench. Have a little workbench. I bust out the journal. I can write. I can read. So, like I said, it's a nice little spot over here that I enjoy. Sometimes I'll even in the wintertime I'll cross from here to here, but we'll go the long way, the scenic route. A little bit more into the woods here. It's funny, probably say a couple months back, I couldn't find my Bible for like 2 or 3 days. And I was like, where the heck did I put it? And it was my new Bible too. I purchased, it's pretty cool. It's waterproof. It's the New Testament, Psalms, and Proverbs. And I like it. It's ideal to kind of travel with. It's on the smaller side. It fits in like the little mesh pouch where I can fit my water bottle. But anyways, or how to flip it. I decided to retrace my steps. Like I said, at first I thought I left it in the car, then I thought somewhere in the house, and finally I'm like, just retrace your steps. And I retraced my steps, and sure enough, at that spot where I usually use it for a bench was my Bible. So it'd probably been sitting out there for like 2 or 3 days, and it was fine. I would say it was a little sunburnt. The sun had faded a little bit of the cover, but that was it. And this spot right here, this is a great spot to come and catch the sunrise. I actually, last winter, I remember I would even come and work out over here. I'd bring my yoga mat, lay it out, I'd stretch, get a workout in. You get a nice kind of overview of the retention pond. Where we just came from is on the other side of this peninsula here. But my tracks are covered up. I walked down there, walked around not too long ago, and then I also walked across. Ooh, Brother Red Hawk. He just flew by. Wow. We saw him. But yeah, I crossed from here all the way to the other side. First time I'd ever done that. It was pretty cool. It was a very different perspective when you're standing out, in the middle of what normally is water. It was a very different perspective. One thing I've learned is that it's definitely okay to have a different perspective. That's helped me grow a lot. Especially with just, being comfortable with myself. Being comfortable like in my own skin is the ability to have a different perspective than others at times. And sticking to it when you know or you understand that you are in the right. It helps build you. It builds character. It strengthens you. We have to be set apart. Ooh, that was a blue jay. 4 blue jays just flew by. But we have to be set apart. And you can't be set apart when you're mixed up with the crowd, with the mainstream, with the popular opinion. I always say I zig when everyone zags. And when you have different perspective, you have to be able to do that. Now we're getting deep with it. But being out here really helps you reflect. It really helps you think. Work out life. Work out yourself. Learn things about yourself. Learn things about nature. Learn things about life. Conquer some fears. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And with wisdom comes understanding. Last year, when I came out here, I was hesitant at first when crossing the ice. It was a new experience. Because of the unknown. And because your imagination can sometimes take you in a very wrong direction. So I was more hesitant, more cautious. But this year I'm more confident. This year I'm more comfortable. Like I said, I don't think last year I would have thought from crossing from here all the way across. But it's another cycle. My experiences from last year I can take and use them this year. And be more confident with my actions. Conquer that fear of crossing the ice. And that's what the Lord gives me, is that strength, that power to conquer those fears that shouldn't even be fears. Because according to Him, the only thing we should fear, or that I should fear, is Him. And with that beginning of that fear will come wisdom. So because of that, I'm able to go boldly into different things, different experiences. Keep walking. No, do this. I'm telling you, that spot right there. That spot will wake you up to some thoughts and some things, and it's a beautiful thing. This is another little spot that in the springtime I'll start my walks in. I think I've mentioned this before. This is I call my little dome, little temple in the woods. I just come and chill. A little hangout spot. Sit down and read, journal. My coat rack. I always joke, sustainable. These are my tracks from, say, I think the weekend. I think from Sunday. Keep moving. Looks like it's only been myself and the local woodland creatures that have been over here. There's a little animal trail. Follow my trail. From the other day. The prints look like giant. I feel like in this little area, it always feels colder. Always feels colder. Like 10 to 15 degrees colder. So we're keeping it moving. Over here it starts to warm up when the sun comes out. These trees to me, they almost look like they're raising their arms in praise, waiting lovingly to get that sunlight. Looks like, I don't know if it was a beaver, or the tree actually almost looks like it twists upon itself. I don't know. Maybe it was a beaver. That's a lot of them. Well, I'm sure they'll be back in spring. It's like a whole section of these trees. I don't know if they're getting dried out or they're getting too much sun or what. Like right now, the trees to me look like kind of charred and black. Then there's times when the sun hits them and they're almost like they're golden. to navigate that. And about to hit the end of the road, folks. End of the road. We were back there. Just came from over there. All right. With that, I leave you guys. Have a blessed day. Again, shout out to the truckers. And remember, saints are made in power.